Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
I am Rex, and I am sitting in so comfortable, and you are not.
It's a weird vocal localization.
It's the remix.
Oh. With your voice edit. What do you call it? Voice modulation control?
Yes, that thing. Yeah.
All right, well, this
It's
is a gift.
auto-tuned.
Today we're going to be drinking wheat whiskey from Dry Hills Distillery in Montana, a gift from Jon McFarling.
Jon McFarling, you magnificent bastard!
Can you not get the pace if not something in your hand?
I gotta have the thing, man.
Yeah.
This is a speaker, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And do I have glasses?
Are you ready?
I am.
Okay. So, this is Montana. All right, you're clear. And
Montana.
actually, this
whiskey.
is Austin, Texas. But this whiskey is from Montana. So, there you go. Actually, this is pretty cool. So these guys are like grain to glass, growing grains on their own farm, turning it into whiskey.
Yeah.
This is a hard red spring wheat.
There's like a cherry hard candy.
18 months old. Yeah, and I got down the Woodford wheat because I wanted to see like the difference between what a big brand does when they make wheat whiskey,
and
what the craft guy does.
So a lot of the wheated whiskeys on the market, these are going to be your softer, just a soft sweetness, right? Often fairly simple. Sometimes you'll get almost a wheat bread character, but very sweet, almost a sugary sweetness, and often very soft. This though, already I can tell, it's got some more character on that nose. It has this cherry hard candy. It has some type of baking spices sprinkled throughout there, and the proof has got to be higher than the floor. What are we at?
This is currently at 90 proof, so
Okay.
45.
Yeah.
But
still a lot of
it's
character for
100%
45.
wheat, and I think they're aging it in used oak. It's only 18 months old, but they just, on the back of this bottle, they label it whiskey distilled from a wheat mash.
Okay.
Now, normally, the only reason you'd do that is if you were using used oak instead of new oak barrels.
Right.
Right? And so it's not wheat whiskey. But the front says wheat whiskey, which just goes to show you the inconsistencies in the TTB code.
Yeah.
Because my guess is they're considering that the brand name. Bin 7 wheat whiskey as a brand. But then the category type is whiskey distilled from a wheat mash.
Do we know if it's used barrels?
We don't, but there would be no reason to put whiskey distilled from a wheat mash on there. That's a legal term.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I get what you're saying.
But I don't know. Who knows? I do love the bottle. I think it's beautiful. The nose is...
I know it's fresh. So here's the thing. It's just a quick aside. It's frustrating with all of the stuff we have to navigate through with the TTB and the naming and the label conventions and all this stuff. At the same time, there are so many rules. I kind of feel for the people who have to do that job.
Oh, Jesus,
Because
right?
at any given moment, any given label, there's so many obscure, really like nitty-gritty, minute details that are the law that you could just totally space on.
But these guys are going out of their way to tell you everything in here. This is batch 9, bottle 570, aged 18 months, all handwritten on the bottle.
Yeah. So
I still really love the nose on this. It is
do.
cherry cola.
Oh, so you got cherry cola. I got cherry
cola.
hard candy. Yeah, it's definitely going in that direction. And there's some type of...
It's cherry RC cola. Remember RC cola? It had that slightly sour cola note?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Royal Crown Cola.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, I like it. It's way spicier
It is spicier.
than any wheat whiskey I've ever tasted.
That cherry still shows up. But
Oh, it's dry. It's getting drier. It's getting drier.
Wow.
It keeps going.
Hold on.
Are you getting the same thing?
I am.
It's still sucking moisture off my tongue.
You ever
It's like it didn't want to go. No.
you ever put
Oh.
perfume? You ever like taste perfume?
No.
Okay, so
Wait. Can I address the fact that I keep looking back at you because I can't help it
I know.
because you're sitting right here.
I'm beautiful. Now here's the thing.
And if I try to talk to you through the camera, I feel like I'm a reporter who's on site talking to the news anchor desk.
So I know this is like as much as a family show as we can muster.
Yeah.
Right. So the taste of perfume. I'll try and be as classy about this as I can.
Oh.
You know when you're a virile young lad.
Yes, okay.
And you
I see
have-
where you're going with this.
You're a lovely lady.
Yes.
And you'll go out on in the evening.
Yes.
And then perfumes, and then it's a very perfumey nose. Cherry hard candy, RC Cola, I agree with that. And then on the taste though, that still shows up, you're still getting that character, but then you feel it happening. Just the taste of that dry, how do
You know what it's like?
describe that?
It's like when you pour rubbing alcohol on your arm and you feel it evaporate really fast.
Yeah.
Right? So your skin gets cold and dry all at once.
Yeah.
It's like that, but in your mouth, where it's like the high-speed evaporation of ethanol.
This had to be something to do with the barrels.
It had to be.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you would think it would be. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but I have a hard time feeling like I've gotten it from a grain in
But
a wheat
again,
whiskey.
the reason why we're saying that is because the experience of that taste, it's unique, man. I don't know of another whiskey I can think of that is...
It does it again the second time.
So different from start to finish. Lovely, though. Here's the thing. I enjoy the first half of the taste a lot more than the finish.
But I still like the whiskey.
Yeah. And it's
Can
really
I say,
well done.
maybe that's what we've never experienced 100% wheat. No, we have Lone Elm, but Lone Elm wheat is Texas, and it's a whole different ballgame.
You know what? When you first poured into this glass, and I put my nose to it, have you ever had like a server at a restaurant that is so heavily perfumed that even the glasses that they touch,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the flatware that they put on the table, you're using it, and you can smell the perfume on the glasses.
Yes,
Like,
I totally have.
I had a flashback to being in a restaurant and somebody's wearing way too much perfume, and it transfers to the glasses, and for a second, I couldn't think of anybody on staff that wears a ton of perfume. I was like, did somebody wash these and then handle it with
Yeah, it
really
was Tommy.
perfume?
He loves the perfume.
Yeah, he is a dainty lad.
So try the one I just set next to you. That's the Woodford Reserve wheat.
Okay.
And you can see that directionally the nose heads similar directions,
Yeah.
but it's not the same whiskey at all.
not. You know what? I'm kind of digging what wheat does.
Oh, hey, the Woodford sort of tiptoes into that dryness for a split second and then vanishes into candy.
It does.
But it does. So I wonder if we found a wheat thing.
The intrinsic quality of wheat.
Yeah, this like not spice, but almost woody dryness.
What's the proof on that Woodford?
Same. It's 90.4. It's within a few percent of being.
All right. This is a good AB because they're definitely different,
I don't think this is 100% wheat mash bill either.
but the overlap of flavors, you can find them and you can start to get a sense of what wheat does from distiller to distiller.
This is 4 grain.
Oh, so not just wheat.
No, it's
How
wheat,
much
malt, rye, and corn.
It's got to be.
Well, it has to be at least 51% or it's not legally wheat whiskey.
So I'm going to go with the dominant grain in that Woodford. And the dominant grain, the commonalities I'm finding from the Woodford to, what was the name of the one we were doing today?
Dry Hills Distillery.
Dry Hills Distillery. Interesting
And
stuff.
man, it definitely tastes like maybe it's just psychosomatic, but
I really like it, actually. Yeah.
I'm going to add a little water while you're reading comments.
Sure. Maurice Shedler. So I'm a huge sherry cask whiskey fan, and I want to go absolutely all in. Can anyone recommend me the most in-your-face sherry cask taste whiskey? I have had Glendronach, so don't say Glendronach.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
When I read the comment, I was like, well, crap, what other than that?
Bunnahabhains, some others, but I'm cooking for something new. Oh, I'm looking for something really exciting.
Okay, I'm going to make one recommendation.
Yeah.
You ready? When I say it, I bet Rex will be on board. Abelor Abenad.
Those are the dark, heavy fruits, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abelor is a beautiful sherry whiskey, and the Abenad is a cask strength.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Let's do this.
That's a good one. And then...
Benriach. There's some really good Benriach sherry casks.
Does Macallan have like a really heavy sherry thing?
Yeah, they have the number 4 one or it was a numbered one that was super densely sherry.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something that's going to be definitely accessible for most people.
Yeah, Abelor Abenad actually has distribution.
They got good distribution?
Yeah.
Okay, right on. Yeah.
I'm thinking that's the one I thought of.
The Dry Hills thing, you got to be prepared for the finish.
Yeah, it caught me off guard.
Yeah, but you got to be prepared for the finish. But I think it's a really interesting and well done wheat whiskey. Ben Garwood, the quarantine cleanup. This quarantine cleanup has made me realize that I have a problem finishing bottles.
Yeah. House full of like whiskeys that only have a couple of fingers left in them.
You need a mooch in your life.
Yeah.
My next weeks will be finishing off all these bottles that have 2 to 3 fingers left. It's a hard job. Somebody's got to do it. You're doing the Lord's work there.
That's right.
I don't know why I have an accent now.
Yes.
It just happened. What I do when there's
When you're
whiskey
reading
to be
comments.
had, and
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out how to finagle
I'm
my
trying to be
way
fancy.
into the situation. Got me thinking about all the bottles that Daniel and Rex have in the background of their videos.
Mm-hmm.
What's the average rotation of a bottle in that collection?
Look, man, it's not high. I would say that on one hand, there's no bottle in here older than 4 years-ish.
Yeah.
Because that's how long we've been doing the vault.
Yeah, you
right?
had the collection
Maybe
going.
5 years at the outset. But since we don't open most of them on a regular basis, I'm not worried about
No
the
bottle
whiskey.
that's physically been in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're talking to
We've had
MB.
whiskey on campus for a while.
I was talking to MB. He emailed me, and he inherited a whiskey collection from like the 70s, and it's a handful of big distillers that you would recognize. And yeah, if we end up getting our hands on a couple of those, being able to compare.
Oh yeah, new to old.
Yeah.
Assuming the cork's held. So people always tell you a whiskey only lasts a year or two in the bottle.
Yeah.
But you have to take into account that that's mostly true if you're always opening and closing it. Right? If you're leaving it sealed all the time and the cork is good, which we do regularly go through and rotate bottles and wet the corks on these things, it can last a lot longer. But I would say on the dominant things, we go through in a month maybe 12 to 24 bottles of whiskey that get emptied, and then we put them back here so that they can be replaced in the vault.
Yep. There's a corner bar and there's a bunch of storage back there.
So we restock those. But I would say no more than a couple dozen a month get recycled through. And it's often the same one over and over and over.
Now I will say the Dry Hills, most wheats that I can think of, they usually have like a soft sweetness. This isn't really soft.
No.
It's not. You got some liveliness there.
The water made it more sugary and less complex. I don't like it as
Did you
much.
add water to mine?
I didn't add water to yours.
Do I have a bottle?
No, I was looking for a bottle for you, and I can't find one. I can give you mine, but then... I'm just saying. It's actually my fault, because we got 2 water bottles, and mine was already open. And then I reached for the sealed one instead of mine. So I have 2 water bottles, and you have none.
I was gonna palate, but I'm not really. I can't even feign palating.
Yeah, I can't be bothered.
No, I have children.
Yeah.
And it's such an allergic thing for me. It's like, just pouting it. Nope, out.
Nope.
Go other room.
Yep.
Yes, pleasantly surprised. I like that. You got to be ready for some liveliness, though. Not necessarily your stereotypical soft wheat. It's not really. Wheat is often simple too, like a simple sugary soft.
Yeah, but at least in our experience.
Yeah.
Except for Lone Elm, where it's so wood heavy.
No, you can find exceptions for anything. I'm talking about
Yeah.
the meaty part of the bell curve. Pleasantly surprised. Here's to finding, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, you fight for a friend.
Steal me, steal your liver's heart.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.